BeerGuysTV, Memory Lane.
Memory Lane.
Take it.
Take it.
If you're looking for serious, in-depth beer information, well, you're listening to the wrong show. But if you want fun and entertaining beer information, you've come to the right place. It's another Beer Guys TV podcast.
Hey, welcome everyone to Beer Guys TV. And this is a different kind of edition here. Our good friend Jerry Cook here is moving on to parts in the Southwest.
Warmer pastures.
Warmer indeed. Yeah. So we've assembled to kind of just have a couple of beverages and just hash over some memories from the last 10 plus years of BGTV. So producer Shane Zeppelin along with Carol, Brent, myself, and Jerry here to just kind of have some beer and talk BGTV stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to BG
TV. So thank you for joining us on this special brewcast. And we have, speaking of brew, we have brew to consume during our brewcast.
Yeah,
what do we got here, Shane?
So these are a couple beers I picked up locally in Minnesota here. One is from Starry Eyed, which is in Little Falls.
Little Falls, Minnesota. Yep.
And that one's called Wee Nobby, and there's
Starry
limited.
eye on it.
Yes, exactly. And it's, I don't know, 500. It's bottled. It's only 800 of the bottles.
You got number
bottled.
513.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
when I was up there, this past summer, you probably saw the photos of the beer floats.
Oh yeah,
on the Facebook
yeah.
page. Okay.
Yeah. They sounded
So,
good.
Yeah.
That was that time, and they had 3 of these left, and I bought all 3 because I think they were like $10. I was like, what? $10? Are you kidding
Really?
me? Hoarder.
$10
I
for a
know.
bomber? Can't go wrong with that.
So there's that. The other one is from 22 Northman up in Alexandria. That's on the same property as Carlos Creek Winery.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. That's a Vienna lager.
Okay.
And I had that while I was up there. It's kind of I don't know, I guess for lack of a better description, Killian's Reddish type beer.
Oh, okay.
Or,
Gotcha.
Yeah, Fire Brickish type of beer. So.
Gotcha.
Oh.
What am I cracking open there, Mr.
Well,
Zeppelin?
let's start with the Starry Eyed.
Ooh, that sounds like
Yeah,
you make a starry-eyed.
It's a rye, so
it's a rye.
Yeah, it's not a real heavy syrup.
Wee Nobby rye. Wee Nobby.
Wee Nobby rye.
Wee Nobby.
I like rye beer, and I don't. I think this is a good one, but
It's
you
tough with all
guys
this
can
goober
decide.
on here.
Do you need a...
Gotta peel it off first?
Yeah. I
I
got her.
guess
There you go.
I got her.
I guess not.
There you
And,
go.
well, Jerry's kind of the guy heading out here, so he's the man of honor here. We'll pour up a little.
Give it to Jerry. He'll try anything.
A little Wee Nobby for
Wow,
you, Brenton.
Wee Nobby.
Senior Anderson.
That's
So-
a really nice color. I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, it is.
Whoa,
Just
it was
got
pretty
it.
I kind of
flashy.
thought you would. And
Yeah.
it's not a coffee flavor. You
Yeah.
know, Jerry's not a coffee flavor beerish.
I thought you guys were going to sneak that in on me on that last one.
We discussed it.
Let's just do all coffee. Like,
Right.
let's just bring just a Starbucks down here.
We need Jerry to give a whole bunch of skippets.
Well, we talked about it, but I thought, we won't do that. I'll bring something else.
Oh man, that's got a really nice
I can
smell
smell
to
it.
You,
Wow,
you
yeah.
tried this already,
Wow.
right, Shane?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
I have not.
I think I drank bottle. This was the earliest bottle.
Well,
I
you smell
drank
that
about
rye.
later.
Yeah, you can really smell it.
Oh my, that can really.
When I think of some of the dark beers over the years we're discussing, I think of a variety of them. I know you kind of go. I always think of Chaco Canyon.
Chaco Canyon.
Really?
Yeah, it's got.
Now wait a minute. This beer's from Nebraska, right?
Yeah, but the Chaco Canyon.
Chaco Canyon.
Oh, Jay.
Canyon.
Driving, you probably go past her on the way to Arizona. I remember going through there on I-40 a couple times, seeing a sign and thinking about you. There, Chaco Canyon. Well, Jerry should be
I don't
here.
know what it is, but like every 2 or 3 months ago, or every 2 or 3 months, that is like an earworm in me. And I'll be driving along and I'll start just going, Chaco Canyon.
I know. I do too. I do the same thing.
So, do we have any footage of Jerry on film taking a big gulp of beer and
No
spitting
doubt.
it back in?
I don't know
We-
about that part, but
Yeah,
he
That
just,
would be
we don't have that.
disrespectful.
yeah, he
I always swallow.
I don't. I don't think he ever spit it out, but there was a couple times he went, "No, I'm good." That might be the end of that, but that's okay. That's part of reviewing. We're honest, that's the way we call him as we see him. But I think back to another episode that going way back when we're still when Rich was still the snob and the slob routine going on, and we're out on Lake Washington in the middle of winter going ice fishing. And
Jerry's first time on the ice.
And I remember I had the drill going. All of a sudden, when you go through, the water comes up, and your eyes went, "What? Are we going in?"
The boom. What was that? It was the ice. Do we need to get off?
Yeah.
No, we're fine.
That was,
Yeah.
I would say, that was my favorite episode that we ever did.
Yeah, that was a lot
I
of
would
fun.
have to agree. And the thing is, like when Jerry and I kind of started this whole thing, helping out Greg and
Rich.
We were kind of like thinking of gags on the fly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so we'd come up with some ideas and bounce them back and forth. Well, then we come up with this great gag, and it's, how are we going to do this?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like the gag, we had Brent come by on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Well,
My
that-
first
yeah.
episode.
On the lake.
Yeah, on the lake.
It's middle of January. We got
Yeah.
water coming out and all that. Rich and I will get out there ice fishing. Here comes Brent. Beer, cold beer, on a bicycle. We're like, hey, we'll take some. He pulls over. We buy some beer.
It's
and
like
he
Shane
goes
and I
away.
are trying to think, what would be the most absurd thing? And what would be something that people that were not from Minnesota believe that this actually happened? Right? Because believe me, I get to talking with some of my family or friends that are not from Minnesota, and they completely are like, really? And then you go out on the ice?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
believe me, when that showed to a few people, I was able to get a few clips and show them to my uncle, and he thought that was hilarious.
So is this the one with the nuts and the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with the scoop?
Yeah. The beer nuts.
The beer
Beer
nuts.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are those guys gonna fish or just chop holes in the ice all day?
Yeah, I'm freezing my you-know-what's off out here. Do nuts have those? Not anymore.
That pounding is driving me nuts!
Oh, not this again.
Has anyone seen Filbert?
Yeah, he's always tagging along.
Well, speak of the devil, Nut. Hi, guys. What are you doing? We're watching the Beer Guys ice fish. Can I watch too?
Yeah, but watch out for that hole.
Ah! It's freezing in here, guys. Somebody help Filbert!
Got that. Got this. And
What do you
ready for the adventure? Ice
Oh
fish?
yeah, I'm ready.
You are? Oh well,
Yeah.
good. Well, let's load stuff up and let's go catch us some wally gators or crappies or whatever we're gonna catch. Huh?
Are we going sledding too?
Yeah, we're gonna put that to a body bag for you later.
Oh, all right. Alrighty. Here. What is this?
That's your tools. That's your tools of the trade for today, my friend. Let's hop on. Let's go.
All right, I'm excited.
All right.
Well, more or less.
Let's go get them. So yeah.
All right. So look, you got everything? I mean, you got enough stuff here for a safari.
Yeah. Well, get ready to go on a fishing safari there, my friend.
You got the beer?
What kind of a beer guy would I be without beer?
All right. I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, of course I do.
I hate when you talk me into this kind of stuff.
Trust me. Trust me.
This sucks.
You're doing a great job. Go clear a spot.
We gotta go ice skating or what?
Yeah, maybe later. But first of all, I gotta get you a nice fishing spot there, Rich.
All right. Is that big enough?
That's good enough. Now here
There.
you go.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Chisel a hole, buddy. We're doing it old school.
You're joking, right?
No, chisel away. Chisel away. You're doing a great job. Chisel. Faster. Harder. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Ah, are you kidding me?
Oh, doing great. Doing great.
Oh, it's thick.
Out of the way. I feel bad for you. Let me hook you up here.
Why didn't you come with that earlier?
Now that's how it's done, my friend.
I had to use this on you.
Why wanted you to get a taste of how it used to be in the old days?
Well, listen. This is the way to do it. I can see right now.
Yeah. Well, now the trick is to catch some fish.
All right. Well, let's get at it.
All right. Ooh. Now this is more like poor snub. Yep, this is some ice fishing right here.
Oh man, my bait is frozen.
Oh, be careful. Look out, look out. Look out. Ooh, that guy is spooky. Hey, Snob, you catching anything?
The only thing I catch is a cold out here.
No fish?
No, I don't have any fish.
Oh.
You know, we can use a beer about right now.
Oh, hey, boy, did you bring the cooler?
What do you mean I bring the cooler? You had the cooler.
Yeah, but it's not in the, uh-oh.
You didn't forget the beer, did you? Hey!
What?
Beer. That's your beer.
Oh, hey! Hey, let's go for beers.
It's on you, pal.
Well, okay. Let's see what he's got. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Good.
How's fishing? It's gonna get better now.
Wow, you got all quite a variety here. Hey. Oh, hey, this is look at this.
Hey.
Thanks, man.
Hey, you know, you kind of took all of the stock there.
Gotta stock up, but
Well, that was really odd, wasn't it?
that was really weird.
This sucks. Well, you know what would go good with a beer, though? I think I'd get a pizza. Oh, fast pizza? You bring me out a pepperoni? Yeah, no, I'm out in the lake. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know where the hell I am. What? Oh! Good timing, boy. Wow, those guys are quick. I don't know where he is.
If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into
Hey!
Hey,
What? Listen,
hey, buddy.
you leave me out on the ice and you're sitting in here.
I'm just doing somebody a favor quick.
Yeah, well, you're doing yourself a favor.
Well,
I don't believe this.
grab your gear and come on over then.
Well, I'm coming in.
Okay, well, all right. Busted.
Right.
Well,
Listen,
yeah.
don't think I'm not annoyed that you were sitting in here and making me sit on the ice.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to get a taste of the old-fashioned way of doing things there, my friend.
Old-fashioned. This is the way to fish.
Yeah, no, this is more like it, huh?
No kidding.
Yeah. Well,
No kidding.
Well, I tell you what, let's have us a beverage. Being we're ice fishing, and I noticed you got some from our bicycle friend earlier.
Our friend, the beer vendor, the ice vendor.
Was that weird or what?
Well, that was bizarre.
How about you say
Only
that?
on BeerGuysTV would that happen.
Let's crack open a good ice fishing beer.
Well, I'll use my handy opener from Shell as usual.
Right. That was a lot of fun. We did a lot of stuff.
That was in 2010, I believe we did that.
Was it?
2011?
11.
Because we started in 10. We did a whole year in 10, and I think we filmed that in 11.
Actually,
winter.
we started in in late 2009.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. We had our first meeting.
We got a kick out of that, just for some reason.
Yeah, well, after I ran into you guys up at the snowcross event in Duluth, Minnesota, when it was like 30 below zero out.
Yeah.
You're out there filming and stuff. You gonna miss that, Jerry?
No.
Not so much.
No.
I was announcing for the ISOC series, and I come down, and here's Shane and Jerry. I had seen them out in the infield doing all this filming and stuff, and I thought, I think I know those guys. I don't know, it couldn't be. Anyway, I'm down afterwards, after the races are over, and it's cold. It's cold. I mean,
It was cold.
It was cold. That was anyway. And I run into these guys in the lounge of all places, and we start talking beer. And Shane's ordering up a craft beer. I go, "Oh, you like that?" I said, "Yeah, we do this Beer Guys TV thing." And the next thing I know, here we are. So.
Yeah. In a hot tub and all
I just remember
The rest is history.
the ride back. Shane and I were
Oh,
like,
boy.
you know what? I think we could really contribute something to this thing. And then that was before we had even seen it. And then we had got home because YouTube thing, right?
Yeah.
And then we each got home, and then come Monday, because Shane and I used to work together at the same place. Come Monday, we had both kind of scrubbed through a bunch of these YouTube videos that you and Rich used to do, and I go into his office, and I'm like, "Oh man, we could totally just go with this." And Shane's like, "I know."
Yeah, just how it goes, too.
Yeah, and then we started thinking of all these concepts and all that, playing on what they had already established, the beer slob and the beer snob and everything. And just thinking of all kinds of gags, like the fridge thing, to kind of set the tone.
Exactly.
Set the tone of what this show is all about. The guy who drank Pabst Blue Ribbon, and then the guy who's like, "Oh,
Or old Chub.
Yeah, old Chub.
that was beyond me.
Yeah.
So when did Professor Pilsner come into the act?
During that time.
That all
Yeah.
at the same
Yep,
time?
yep.
That was shortly after.
Deep down in the archives of the studio
Yeah.
Right.
was Professor Pilsner.
Right. And then we kind of pushed it a little bit by getting an authentic Mexican to review Mexican beer.
Modelo. We did Modelo, yeah.
Modelo.
Our good friend and fan, Big Dan.
Yeah, we
And,
got him to put on a sombrero.
so he
and
goes, really?
Really?
And a poncho, yeah, that's right. He got the poncho. Yeah,
He's a
like,
good guy.
Yeah, he goes,
Dan.
nothing like stereotyping me here a little bit, but hey, remember because he walked through with a golf club. Hey, mind if I play through?
Yeah.
And he comes walking through. Remember? We're just filming away. Hey, what?
Oh yeah, and so those episodes, we did 10 shows that were actually aired on local public television.
Yeah, it was
in
like,
3 states.
Yep. And
Yeah.
to this day, I think Hutchinson still plays them once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah, my mom lives in a retirement home, and it played and well, before the whole coronavirus thing, they would be able to all gather down in the rec room. But she would tell me she would go down there, and it would be playing on there, public access, and
Wow.
That's awesome.
there'd be an episode. I mean, 10 years later, they're still playing the same 10
Wow.
episodes.
Wow.
Well, it was that popular.
Oh yeah, and then my mom would say, my son, he's he helped do all this stuff,
Yeah.
and so she was pretty proud of that. And then they would tell her, and we like it when they roll the ice fishing one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They always like that one.
Yeah, well, a lot of the episodes, if you stayed with it long enough, then there was the outtakes at the end. Those were always fun. And there was
Yeah.
a little few blurbs and a miscue here and there. It's like, okay, oops.
Yeah.
But I did not fall down on the ice.
You did not. I was impressed, and I didn't really know much about you back then. Who's this guy, and what's with the bicycle thing? But hey, I'll go with it.
He was a Jerry recruit.
Yeah,
I know this guy who can help us out.
Well,
and he's a home
speaking
brewer
of
too.
The whole beer being delivered on bicycle. My mom, and speaking of my mom, she actually thought that's what Brent did on the side.
Delivered beer on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Why not?
She's like, okay, now what's going on with Brent? And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, so is he, are things tight for him, or are things tough? He's out there delivering beer to ice fishing guys?
Wow.
And I'm like, because my mom she's not from Minnesota either, right? And so I'm like, no, Mom, that was just a gag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe he was hurting for making some extra cash, and And I thought to myself, that's not legal. Can it be legal?
Hey, maybe you're onto something.
Right.
Zip it.
Yeah.
So now, and there were some episodes where we'd split up and do different things.
Yeah.
I know that Jerry, you and Brent ended up at, well, you'd go to Harriet Brewing.
Yep.
We did the Winter Beer Dabbler
You did the
Oh,
Winter
yeah.
Beer Dabbler.
That was cold.
in lovely St. Paul.
You'll miss that too, won't
Oh,
you?
God, it was so cold.
Jerry got to witness Lizzo on stage before Lizzo was a household name.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know even now that Lizzo was a household name.
I don't even. What is it?
It's a.
I hear they make a sound for that.
She's a BBW. If you click on that on certain websites.
She's a rap singer, R&B kind of thing.
Yeah.
Look her up, YouTuber.
Okay.
You'll love it.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
But yeah, that was really cold. But yeah, the Harriet Brewing thing, that was really fun.
They did a lot of fun activities there at
Yeah.
that brewery.
Yeah, we got to talk to some roller derby girls. That was kind of fun. And of course, it was always fun to get the random super intoxicated guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's always one of those.
Yeah.
And
Kinda like
every beer event we did, there was some of those. They were fun.
Sometimes it would be that guy there.
Hey, go get us more beer, Shane.
I don't know, we came home with a lot of free beer that day.
Here comes Shane with a case of. Hurry up! Put it in the car.
Yeah.
They gave it to me.
And then they said, all right, let's go get it. No, we got more to get. So
Like,
we
oh,
went back
no.
and we got more. So they all helped me carry it back.
Yeah.
But so yeah, the random intoxicated person. It's kind of like that person that they pick out on the news when there's a big hurricane came through.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get that
Yeah,
guy.
they always know that's gonna be gold. Like, like, oh, then there was a fire, and I said, what? I said, oh, hell no! And then the guy behind the camera's like,
Well, we did a lot of beer
on,
festivals. We went to a lot of breweries. We met a lot of interesting
oh, the Brow Brothers.
Brow
Oh,
Brothers.
Brow- that
one
was
of our
another
first,
fun episode.
First road trips. Yeah. Go kart and all.
That was great.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that Shane and I on the fly, we'll just kind of be like, we'll be, filming and stuff, right? But our eyes start to wander, right? And we saw that little tiny go-kart, and I said to Shane, wouldn't it be funny if we could get that tall, lanky sumbitch and that thing with his knees up to his ears?
That's how it was too. I was in there, and then they gave me that old '60s helmet.
Yeah. And and we stuck like a GoPro on there, and before
Funny.
and that was funny. I mean, we always try to inject comedy into the whole thing.
Yeah. There were times when we, when we're, dealing with the brewmaster or something, it's pretty serious, just kind of talking, or being respectful, I guess. But then there was time to kind of go to the fun side and.
Yeah, and sometimes it wouldn't be that well accepted by certain members. That were the more of the. Hey, I didn't know it was going to be this kind of show. That's one I didn't sign up for or whatever. I didn't want to be made a fool of or whatever. But all in all, it was really taken well.
Well,
How often did Greg say that?
I think though, Jerry, when they saw how we edited it together, and how we portrayed the brewery and the brewmasters as, perfect as we could, right?
Yeah.
And Greg and Rich would be the kind of comedians.
Yeah.
They're the jokes in the whole series.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe still, I don't know. But
Jokesters.
oh yeah, jokesters. That's what I meant. The jokesters.
Minute.
We always we would always make sure that these guys are the ones getting laughed at, not the beer guys. And so I remember there was one where we were at one beer festival, and there was a guy who was like 7 feet tall, and Rich was like 4'9". So we made sure we cut it so that there was just like the shot of the guy, and then you would just see the top of Rich's head with a microphone. And you would just see his head kind of bobbing, like, yeah, okay, all right. And Rich was just being as serious as all hell.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know that we were cutting it.
Yeah, we framed it so that's how it looked, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Rich didn't know. He thought he was just doing a regular interview. I think he got a little upset at
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, look at that tall guy. And I'm like, oh, here's what we got to do. And Rich is like, oh, well, it's okay because he's tall? I go, yeah, it's,
I always think about the time we were at Shell's Brewery in New Ulm, Minnesota, and we were down there. We shot a big episode down there, and we said, Rich, why don't you interview the gal down in the brew? What was it? What, the Rathskeller or something like that?
Rathskeller?
Whatever, down below where the bar was. Anyway.
Sure.
And
the tasting room.
The tasting room. We'll go with that. That doesn't sound technical enough. But Rich is like, oh, okay. He goes, so what do you think about that? Other way around, Rich. Talk into the mic, then he's like, well, how long you guys been doing this or that?
The opposite.
And then she's talking, and then she goes, well, what kind of beer? And I'm like, Rich. And he's like,
it took him a while to get it.
He was getting kind of nervous. Yeah. And it was fun. Made for a fun clip anyway.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Was that the time I ran into you guys down there?
I think it might have been. Yeah. You happened to.
And I did a review with you then. I think
you did. That's right. I kind of forgot about that, guys. Because that wasn't planned. You just happened.
No.
To. Yeah.
They were stalking me.
Yeah. We had to lasso them. Yeah.
Hey. This is a family show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my beer is gone, so I'd like you guys to kind of tell me what you thought of this.
I haven't tried it.
Wee Knobby Rye.
Wee Knobby Rye.
We're not going to do a review. It's
sure, the rye really pops off of there.
Yeah.
I love the aroma. I mean, I wish this was like a Glade plug-in.
Glade plug-in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or one of those ones that you put in the vent of your car.
Do you get the raisin?
That's what the flavor.
Yeah, I
is.
suppose.
I was thinking more like dates, but
Yeah, that's what it is. It's raisin. I was trying to pinpoint what it was.
A stone fruit. That's what I get out of it.
I get raisin with pepper, like raisin with
Yeah,
pepper.
I can see that because of the rye.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's I hit the sweetness. I like the sweetness in there.
Yeah, definitely that sweetness.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's a buy it for me.
Yeah, I would say I bought 3 bottles, so yeah, it was a buy it for me as well.
Well, is this something that
what
they
are the specs on this one?
Nope, it's the first time I've seen
Let me
it.
take a gander.
It may be seasonal.
Okay.
I got a feeling it's up there a little bit probably, but
Sometimes they make these and then they don't make them again.
Yeah.
The Scotch ale.
I hope they do.
So
it's
beep,
good.
beep, 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 beep. It's not really saying. Oh yeah, it does too. 10.5 on the ABV there.
Yeah.
And 23 IBUs. So
it's up there.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a very good rye.
Just one more thing that proves that all things if it's not Scottish,
So
it's crap.
Wee Knobby Rye from Starry Eyed, Little Falls, Minnesota.
We do impressions here poorly as well.
Lots of them, but none of them good. Yeah. Anyway, we
mostly
also,
bad impressions.
and
Mostly bad,
we leave a lasting impression.
Beer Guys TV brings you beer reviews and beer-related information in a fun and clean, entertaining way. Our website is a combination of beer articles, reviews, products, videos, and now podcasts too. And you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Check those out. Please take a moment to visit our sponsors as well and tell them that you heard about them or saw them right here on Beer Guys TV. That will allow us to continue to bring you entertaining beer reviews and other fun stuff your way. And remember to enjoy your beer in moderation, never drink and drive, and always use a designated driver. That way you'll be around to enjoy more beer tomorrow. Hey, thanks for listening. And now, back to the show.
Yeah, Jerry, you're gonna have to.
You don't have to rush it. No, I'm not saying.
No. I'm just like.
I just want to kind of get an idea what guys wanted or liked about it or didn't like, I guess.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I do. You like it, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Now, Carol, you've become quite the beer person since joining Beer Guys TV. I mean, you just happened to walk in the studio one day. But really, you got a good balance of where you've come from. Because when you first, you didn't really care for beer at all.
No, I was.
They're dating.
Oh.
Sorry, Brent.
I never knew.
You gotta be a little more focused on where you're pointing because. Believe me, that was some confusion back in the early Beer Guys episodes.
Poor Rich.
If I can repeat some of the stuff my mom had to say.
Oh boy.
But the little one though, he's no, mom, no.
Yeah, no, he's married, got kids, but anyway, so you've learned quite a bit about
Well,
beers.
I remember the first time we went to a brewery, and I was totally red wine before that. And we got a flight.
And you managed to drink after all the red wine?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we got a flight, and they set them in the container. The
This
light.
is an Enki in
Yes.
Victoria.
So they start with the light one, and they put them to the dark. And I looked at Greg, and I said, "I know I'm not gonna like that one."
I said, well, I said, be open-minded and see what you think.
And what do I drink now?
She's
Dark
always
beer.
the dark beer person, so and she's like, well, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, trust the beer guy.
Yeah.
So, but your palate has changed. Now you're kind of into hazy IPAs,
Yeah,
and you like pretty
The only
like
thing
this.
I don't really, I like them all pretty much, but the only thing I really kind of stay away from are hefties I don't care for, and lagers I don't really care for, but.
Well, we're about to test that here in a little bit.
But other than that.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Yeah.
And even those, some are okay.
Yeah, right.
So, well, very good. Well, yeah, you weren't in on the original Beer Guys when Rich was around and stuff, but we had a lot of fun right down here. Back when the studio was much different. We've come a long ways. Remember you guys building this this wall behind us? I mean, what a
we got. Well, we'll pop some pictures up on the screen.
well, there you go. Yeah, it
So,
came up, and then that wall was actually a green screen at one point, and you saw it all. It's kind of metamorphosized into this thing. So, but
And it's not perfect, but hey,
oh no,
that's what we got.
yeah. Well, for our budget, it works.
For our budget.
Hey, this bar
for our budget.
Yeah.
I think didn't you and I
Yeah,
buy
you
this
and
down
I-
there?
yeah, we
They bought this on Craigslist for $100 and a quarter. It came with some chairs. Can't go wrong with that. And
Yeah.
cabinet we bought. Well, that was fun. And anyway, but yeah, so yeah, it needs a little work, but
Believe me, this is as DIY as you can get. Before the phrase DIY was really popular.
we were DIY.
Oh, yeah.
all in
Kind of gonzo even.
all in the name of beer. Yeah, there you go. But we've had good beers, bad beers, in between beers, and it's interesting that we started talking about how many different beers we've tried since we started this thing, and what
I don't know. I lost count.
Hundreds.
We were gonna do a spreadsheet on that and kind of our ratings and all that, and it was like almost pointless because how do you remember everything we've done? I mean,
Right.
Oh yeah.
we have, I suppose, as many episodes as we've aired, probably half again that we just didn't air,
Oh yeah.
or even podcasts because either something went haywire during the episode and we decided, we're gonna can that one. Let's do something else. And
Maybe somebody had an off-color review about a beer.
yeah, and
there's
well,
that.
that's that too. I mean, if
never.
a beer was really bad, we just wouldn't even. It's like, okay, we can't even.
Yeah, we don't want to knock anybody too hard,
Yeah.
but the biggest thing is we always want to be honest, and sometimes Jerry was brutally honest. Well, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But the thing is, everybody has different tastes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the thing
what
is.
you don't like, I might.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's fun. Then we got Brent. Now you got some home brewing experience, so yeah, that comes into play, and that's your perspective is interesting. And I know, huh? And and then he usually sings. So, want to sing now or
Once in a while, yeah.
no?
Perform.
Scratch his throat. Yeah.
Perform.
Yeah, lead singer for the stand-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I come to save the day.
Aren't you glad Jerry got you involved in this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Man of many words over there.
Yeah, Brent has always kind of been our resident sort of expert whenever, we need, I mean, the little minutia and the details of things and stuff.
biscuity.
Biscuity.
Yeah.
Malts.
He's our expert biscuity fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it cracks up a lot. Yeah, but no, that's good. We got a kind of a good variety of personalities and tastes.
Once in a while, my brother Chad will show up.
Yeah, when and the ladies.
Yep.
Not just Carol. You're the lone lady most of the time, but once in a while, Deborah
more
or
so
Chris.
when we go and visit a brewery.
Yeah.
And then they'll come with.
Of all the breweries we visited, Jerry, is there one that you went, that was kind of my favorite of the bunch? What,
It would have to be. Well, probably the Rauschfest. Who were those guys? They're not around.
Harriet.
Harriet.
Yes.
I'd have to say Harriet because it was such an event that they threw on. They threw.
Sure.
Right. They had like all these different fire breathers and.
Yeah, a lot of artisans.
Yeah, that's what it was. There was, somebody blowing glass and stuff. And
the beer was good.
Huh?
I mean, the beer was.
The
beer was always good.
the beer was really, really good. Yeah.
Well, the Rauch beer, yes.
Yeah, the Rauch beer. Yeah, and they always have some really cool live acts there.
Airport suitcases.
While we're talking about breweries, let's pop the other one open.
All right, I was waiting for you
this
to...
is a long-winded one.
Yeah, this could
No, I mean you.
Wow. The more beers that's involved, the more windier it gets.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you don't have to agree.
Oh yeah.
Well, Jerry, I really appreciate that you were able to pick up the reins and go with things when I couldn't make it, or even Greg couldn't make it. You and Brenton would go and.
Oh well, it was always just a, it's like, well, believe me, it was never like, oh, come on, man, come on.
I gotta go drink beer and fill
I don't know.
Come on.
The Winter Dabbler might have been. Oh.
Yeah, I suppose that was brutal, huh?
Yeah, when it was like 20-something below, and even though you had just your heavy-duty winter shoes on and the whole works, and and there's icicles on your eyelashes.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah.
Your nose kind of sticks together, but it's frozen.
Yeah.
That's
but
always...
we got enough. We got enough footage.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
You always did well at Hayes as well.
Oh, Hayes Public House up in Buffalo. Yeah.
They're always one of our favorites.
Yep.
I know Pugs would. He enjoyed you coming up there and filming. And
I wish I could have gone out there more because I really like that place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never got to pat the top of his head for good luck. And I hear if you grab him by the ears, they have to grant you 3 wishes.
Well, test that theory,
he's a good sport because I ran into him, and not like physically ran into him, but I saw him at another brewery up in northern Minnesota, and my brother and our wives were there. We just kind of enjoyed this beer, and then turn around, there's Pugs and his wife, and he tells me, we're just chit-chatting, we're on vacation. He likes to try other brewers' beers as well, and he says, yeah, we're renting a little shack in the woods. He says, it's pretty small. It's for hobbitses.
Hobbitses.
I remember when we were doing they have that event every year where they announce a new brew, or they were the blessing of the brew, and they do like a little parade through town.
Yep.
And I remember all these people were all gathered, and they were marching down the street, and they were like making a big parade, right?
Yep.
And the people that were the shop owners, the store owners along the way, they all come out and they're all looking, and I just remember hearing one of them say, "Thank God we're finally driving all them Irish out of here." So I just had to laugh. He's like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
Well, that'd be on St. Patrick's Day, so that's when they do that.
That was fun. We were there early. That was a fun day. We've had a lot of fun times with the show, doing everything from in studio to on the road, driving around and going to beer events and all that. So thanks, Jared, for your help. Well, one event that was kind of interesting that you set up was Rock and Roll by the Pint.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That was.
Now that was we did now that took some technology there, some
technology that if we would have that was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Today, as a matter of fact. And
today,
boy,
that's
if
right.
that would have been a Zoom thing today.
Right.
Yeah. But we didn't have that technology back then. But that was a lot of fun.
That was quite
I happen to have a Rock and Roll by the pint glass. Now it's not the cleanest, but it's been sitting in the cupboard there for a while. But from Ronnie James Dio, which I know one of your big favorites, but
he's a hero.
Most people are probably don't have a clue what we're talking about. The guy behind the scenes that made these pint glasses was trying to use some of his artwork to make.
Well, it was some of his photos. It's a guy who's a very well-known rock photographer. His name is Gene Kirkland.
Yeah.
And he's photographed anybody who's anybody in the rock world. And of course, when you're a photographer, you become friends with a lot of these artists that you get involved with and take photos of. And Ronnie was a great friend of his. But anyway, so I called him up, or I messaged him randomly on his website and told him about what we do, and we're a beer, we promote this, and this was a beer-related product, and we'd like to promote his product on our show, and it would be a great, thing because, here's this big name guy, Gene. And then he said, hey, and I've got, I may have a couple of people that would be interested in doing this with me. And he referred to his friend James Lamenzo, who's a bass player, who's played bass for Megadeth. I mean, you name it, he's played bass for. I think right now, Dio. I think right now he's playing bass for John Fogerty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, but anyways, I told him the concept, and he's like, oh, okay. And then I brought it up to Shane. Shane took it even farther, and we just kind of ping-ponged ideas back together until we finally came up with a way of doing this video interview. So
we set up a round table here with all the equipment, wires everywhere. We all brought a beer, one of our favorite beers.
Yep.
And then we had them on speaker. Basically, they could hear us and I don't know, could they see us? I don't think.
No, they couldn't see us
till after it was produced.
We filmed our end, and they filmed their end.
Oh, and then put it together.
Yep, and then they sent me a disc with it on.
Yeah,
and
I sent the footage. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, and then and I matched up the audio, and then I just started cutting the video together. And
it's all in construction. It's all in the kinds of woods they use. There are like 7 laminates in the neck. Any of you guitar people know what that means. That means it's very rigid, so it transmits vibrations very quickly. And as weird as the shape looks, it's a very clever design because it puts the bass in a very good place on your body where it's actually very easy to play, and it's very easy to kind of stretch your hands and be able to move up really high. So I'm actually probably physically a little too small for that instrument because I think it was made for for John's frame. But I loved it. As soon as I kind of strapped the thing on, I was like, this is so easy to play. I used it throughout all the Pride and Glory stuff. I brought it back when I started playing with Black Label Society. I mean, it's really always been my favorite instrument. So I'm glad you brought that up. It's actually...
it's just cool as hell. I'm sorry.
Well, some people think so. Yeah, actually, my wife thinks it looks cool. So.
No, it's great.
But she married me, so what do you know?
Well, I got a question, James. Back when MTV used to actually be
good
music TV. And the White Lion videos were playing in heavy rotation and stuff. And and I went back and I watched some of those old White Lion videos. And
heavy rotation
why can't a bass player get no love? What the hell?
Heavy rotation.
Where was the FaceTime for James?
Wait, I want to go back.
About that?
Heavy rotation. Were you talking about that Unskinny Bop video?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't.
Or Whitesnake. No, that's a Whitesnake video. Heavy rotation. That's that chick on the
gyration.
car.
Gyration.
TV.
Different adjective.
So we went back and forth for quite some time. Yeah. We talked about the glasses and what they were doing, who their next artists were that they were going to do, and stuff like that. And hopefully we helped them sell some glasses.
And that episode is on our YouTube channel. So check that one out.
Yeah, James Lomenzo. He was fun. He was on the Amazing Race.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was on Amazing Race.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit, and And so anyway, but yeah, that was fun. We wouldn't have done that without your connection there, Jer. Or your
And I think at that time they'd had what, the Dio glass out and the Slash glass.
Slash.
And 4 of them altogether.
Yeah, there's another one too. Yeah, I don't remember.
Because James actually sent us a couple of sets.
Yeah, we had the Dio ones and the Slash ones, and I was thinking there was another one that we had. But anyway, I don't know where they went, if he's still doing them or not. But anyway,
yeah.
You still have yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Since I've been packing and stuff lately, I do remember seeing those amongst the stuff that has been packed. Of course, the Dio one is my favorite.
I was going to give mine away to Goodwill. I don't know.
You know anybody who would really like it?
I don't know what else to do with it.
Yeah.
Look, Brent's like, what?
Yeah.
You had one.
That's not like a polka star glass that you're going to be giving away.
It's not like Whoopi John?
No.
But Gene would talk about how, it was, not easy to get the rights to, you just can't stick somebody on the glass and stuff. So, but he said that Wendy, Ronnie's widow, was very open to the idea of putting Ronnie's image on a glass, because Ronnie did like to knock back a pint or two.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's one of the
Beer
cool.
United.
Yeah. See, so we did a lot of cool things over the years. So, and it's been a fun time. And well, maybe one day we'll make a road trip to Arizona.
I'm hoping so.
And we'll hit a couple of breweries down there. You and I have been down there. What was the brewery we went to down there? I can't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But we tried some brews down there. Some good ones. So you have to let us know what you think.
All right.
So, but yeah.
Take your golf cart out and find a few.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. And when you're out at the Speedway there for the NASCAR Championship race coming up soon, go out there, borrow Brent's bicycle and go around and sell beer. I think you'll do well.
It might be not this year that I'd be able to attend that.
Yeah.
Next year, hopefully.
Maybe
Fingers crossed.
Maybe there you go. I've had a show car there a couple of years. Maybe if I was still in that business, we could hook up and have some.
Hey, speaking of episodes that never aired.
Yeah. What we mean with the IndyCar?
Yeah, with the IndyCar.
Yeah,
that was an interesting.
Wow, back in Rich's garage. Rich is a big IndyCar fan, and I was doing show cars for John Andretti and the number 43. Winter World Petty and Andretti car. So I happened to have that. I was out touring with it, and I was home, and we said, hey, let's do an episode of Beer Guys TV. We'll just roll that Indy car into the backdrop. And
I just remember Shane saying, hey, Greg wants to do this episode that's got like this race car in the background. You guys got this race car? And I'm like, okay. And I was thinking some local dirt track racer or whatever. Right?
Yeah, not anymore.
And I show up, and here's a Formula One car in the garage. The garage of some, Johnny Nobody in Minnesota.
Small town Minnesota.
And I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I even thought, okay, this is like a prop, right? This is like not real. And Greg's like, oh, no. Yeah. This is real. It was a heck of a time backing it up. I'm like, are you kidding? This is like a $1 million car here.
Yeah, then I found out that I probably wouldn't be wise to air that and find out that they had what do you do, fire me?
Well, what was funny is it was never referenced in the show.
Right, it was just there.
Happens to be just a Formula One car, right, in the back of and this guy's just regular Rambler's house.
Who knew? It just happened.
Those are the kind of fun gags that we'd come up with, and things like that. So we'd instruct Greg and Rich to, okay, don't say this, but it's going to be in the background so people see it, and they're going to go, what?
Oh, we had a cardboard cutout of Richard Petty. We just kept moving him around, remember?
Yeah, we had.
No, we never referenced him, but he would always be in a different spot. So I don't know if anybody ever noticed that or not, but
that was one of the gags, one of the kind of comedic elements that Shane and we always wanted to do something subtle. We didn't want to do the Three's Company. Here's the joke, and then we're going to explain to you what the joke is. We were just put the joke in there, and if who got it, got it. If not, it's something that we
That's
like.
kind of how we roll.
Yeah.
That's how they roll,
subtle
folks.
humor.
Yeah.
Beer Guys TV presents Things You Don't Hear Around the Hunting Camp.
I hear there's a new bath salt coming out this year. It's supposed to be fantastic.
You know what kind of fragrance? I need something new.
It's just a natural sea salt, but I think there's a little lilac in there.
Oh. And that was Things You Don't Hear Around Hunting Camp.
I remember, like, going back to the ice fishing one, right?
Yeah.
I remember editing part of that, right? And then I would show Shane pieces of it as I was doing, right? And I remember he was watching it, and there was like that opening scene where you guys are pulling like this toboggan, right? This big wide shot, right?
Yeah, the wind.
Yeah.
And I remember Shane saying, "You know what would be hilarious? Having like a hawk sound." And then just as he said it, you hear, and he's like, "Ah!"
Yeah, that worked.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I don't think of those gags like that. And it's not just the video, the film.
Yeah.
But we put subtle sounds in here.
Yeah. Kind of, but
make it
all that
accentuate something.
Yeah. You know, and again with the ice fishing one, it was like we wanted to kind of like show that Rich was the purest of ice fishing, right?
Right.
He was going to be out there and he was going to hand crank the hole and everything and all that. And then you see Greg inside the heated ice fishing house, and he's watching cartoons on the TV.
Yeah.
And so it's like, that's.
Yeah. Snob and slob thing worked. That was fun for a while. And then some of the other thing is some of the like cool beer tools and stuff that we did here that were real short and just a couple minutes long and real quick short reviews we did on some things that were just kind of. Then sometimes just the weird reactions, and then you guys behind the camera, it was just like, tough to keep a straight face half the time, and we blew a few.
Well, that was another thing is like, Shane and I had no intention of being in front of the camera. We always thought, okay, well, we'll just be the masterminds before, and you guys would be the pony show, right?
Yeah.
And
dance monkey dance.
And then. When Rich left, there was like, okay, well, we gotta, we couldn't put the whole show on Greg's shoulders.
Right.
So we kind of like had to come in to, so then, the show's gone through a few different formats and stuff, but it was through necessity. But it definitely wasn't a case where Shane and I, I can't wait to get in on we got to get in front of the camera.
I sometimes have to coax you. I'm like, you guys need to, and you were a little shy at the beginning, but look at you now.
Oh.
Yeah. What's funny is that at our shop in town here not too long ago, we were we get UPS pickups once a week we ship stuff.
Not
off.
the beer guy shop, mind you.
No.
It's his side business.
Yeah,
His side hustle.
Yeah.
This is just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So we're sitting and the UPS guy comes in and he's doing his pickup. He comes in. He goes, "Hey, beer guy." I'm like, "What?" Yeah, I watch you online. You got the YouTube, Facebook stuff, and haven't been on for a while. I said, well, with the virus and everything like that, we haven't really been getting together much. But he goes, oh, yeah, looking forward. I used to watch that stuff all the time. Didn't say anything about Carol, but I said, you need an autograph or anything while you're here? Or,
nope, I'm good.
No, I just want to say hey. No, but it was kind of fun that they noticed.
Yeah.
And,
I've had that as well. I mean, when I'm out and about, where... I don't know, someplace I wouldn't even imagine, and then somebody comes up and, I think I know you. Do you guys do the Beer Guy show thing?
Yeah, are you on TV? Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I remember there was a time where Brent and I, speaking of Beer Guys TV, Brent and I were out at an event, and some guy came up to us and started berating us, right? And he's like, yeah, you guys, when you said this and this about this, and, you guys don't know what the... And he used expletives, what you're talking about, right? And then he kind of looked at the shirts a little closer, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, Beer Guys.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Was that Professor Pilsner?
No, it was. They were referring to another online beer.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And so it was
so
the beer.
Wonder where they went.
What they were called.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Right, they kind of disappeared.
Yeah, did they say, well, you guys are cool?
No, they didn't, but they just, I thought, never mind.
Yeah, you're not
you're not them.
But that guy, he was ready to go fist to cuffs with us. Right?
Oh, my.
Wow.
Well, and that's the whole thing about our show. We've always never taken it to the real technical level. Hey, we give our review. We got enough detail. We know some stuff about beer, but we don't try to talk all, real hardcore technical about it. Hey, you might enjoy this with this, or have some fun with it, and get might be biscuity. Or whatever, but we don't get into the specific gravities and too much once in a while.
Yeah, because there were some beer shows out there that were just straight up
real hardcore.
I mean, it was like the science of beer, and there was nothing. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't stand 3 minutes of this.
Yeah.
That was like they just talked about it just like you said, the IPAs and this and that and how it was done, and then.
Well, that's what when Jerry and I talked about how we could do this, and we had in the early days we had comedy in mind, right? So it's semi-serious, but yet with comedy flavor, okay? Yeah. And then, like you say, when Rich left, then we decided to kind of go maybe more of the podcast route.
Yeah.
So for a while, I would say probably a year to a year and a half, we only did audio, okay?
Yeah.
And we didn't do any video, and then we thought, well, we're already doing this audio. Why don't we just record it and put it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Right? Start a channel. So we did that. But it's always been lighthearted. And, we'll have descriptions of flavors that we get out of beer that, are not on the chart that they give you for beer school.
Yeah.
This is what it should taste like, and we're going, tastes like burnt toast to me. Yeah.
What was the one? Tastes like mud.
Mud. Yeah. Mud.
Yeah.
Or
Brent's descriptions,
Yeah.
Vomit, yeah.
That was the only, but it was done in a lighthearted way.
Yeah.
Right.
I wasn't.
No, it wasn't like.
I wasn't. This is
Yeah,
No,
right. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh, and so anyway, but it's been fun, and again, we couldn't have done it without you, Jer. So appreciate all you've done over the years, and wish you the very best in Arizona. And
well, I really I'm excited to see how you guys carry on, and again, I will see if I can contribute remotely somehow.
There you go. Yeah.
Because I don't want to be disconnected completely. So.
Besides, what else you got to do out there?
Yeah. Not much right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Get settled into your new digs and.
Well, at least you don't have to shovel snow.
No, you might have to.
No.
Put a little sunscreen on, but you'll be okay.
Brush snow off your roof of your car,
or any of that kind of stuff.
Might not even need a lawnmower.
I'm not sure yet. I told Brent he can have mine, but I'm not sure.
Wow.
I'm really.
It's a rider.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of tools I will need out there, because our oldest daughter's down there, and she says I don't have anything, because they just have rocks in their front yard and backyard and all that.
Yeah, pretty dry.
A cactus.
Yeah, but I have some money set aside for the landscaping if I want to do the backyard. It's
succulent.
Yeah.
You can grow some agave and make tequila beer.
Wow, it might be Tequila Guys TV coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're on.
Anyway, well, I suppose I should probably about wrap this one up. We went down memory lane there with our good friend Jerry, and on behalf of Brent and Carol and Shane Zeppelin.
Talk about this a little bit?
We should talk about this.
Wow, so that's why she's here, folks. Just real quick.
And I call me the producer.
And this is from Northman Brewing out of Alexandria, Minnesota. Actually, Carlos, Minnesota, probably.
Carlos, yeah.
Yeah, so just north of Alexandria. Mm-hmm. And it's a Vienna lager. And it's kind of not bad. Do you like it? What do you think? I know you're not crazy about lagers.
I'm not, but it's very smooth. It's
Got
pretty good.
It's pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? All right then. Thanks for sharing.
It was so long ago you don't remember.
You know, Gabby, he's sunning up right now. I'm with Gabby.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I think
Brent. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Brent concurs.
I would drink this again. I'll tell you that.
All right, there you go.
I enjoyed it. It was
and
good.
that's all the people need to know.
Yeah. I would put biscuity, maybe dark biscuity in.
Yeah.
No, a good multi flavor, a hint of sweetness.
Yeah.
For a lager, I like it because sometimes lager yeast has kind of a, I don't know, maybe a hop after a bitterness to it that I don't care for, but this one doesn't seem to have that.
Yeah, whatever it doesn't have, it's not like a normal lager. It's really smooth. And I like this one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah, as far as the lager, it was usually they have that really strong aftertaste and bitter mouthfeel, and I really like this one. I'm not usually a fan of lagers, but yeah, this one was really kind of balanced, really nice. That's the way I like it.
Thanks for bringing it, Shane.
Well, you are welcome. Nothing but
kind
the
of more
best.
of a fan of the fireman.
Nothing but the best for Jared.
What a guy. Well, very good. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Beer Guys TV. And
thanks for the memories.
Thanks, man. And until next time, beers to you. All right. Safe travels, my friend. All right.
Beer Guys TV reminds you to drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and always use a DD. Be sure to expand your beer list by trying something different. Remember to check out BeerGuysTV.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening to this Beer Guys TV podcast. Sponsor messages you hear on our podcast are paid endorsements unless otherwise stated. These messages help us bring Beer Guys TV to you. We encourage you to support our sponsors so that we may continue to provide quality entertainment and information. Our reviews are honest opinions. Your opinion and taste may vary. We encourage you to try beers and products for yourself and form your own opinions. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what beer you like and send us your suggestions for us to review. You can contact us at beerguystv@gmail.com.
Listen, as long as we're enjoying the IPAs here and I'm having a little mixed nut action.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But you're not in Fairy Princess land.
You
want to try one of these?
Yeah, here.
Here, let me crack this up.
Well,
here, you want to use this?
No, I don't need that. I got this. This is a manly opener right here.
It's manly, all right.
Let's see how these mixed nuts go with this IPA. And I like mixed nuts.
It's sure nice getting out of that cellophane bag.
Oh yeah, it's great being in this bowl with you nuts. Hey, maybe they'll turn on the game.
Sure smells good in here.
Ah, you just smell my shell.
Oh. I wonder if they'll crack open a beer.
I think they're talking about it.
Hey, you guys are driving me nuts.
You are a nut.
Yes, I am, actually.
Hey, did you hear about Filbert?
He's nuttier than a fruitcake. Quiet. Here it comes. Hi, guys. Hi, Phil. Hi, Filbert. What are we doing out of the bag?
Try it with the IPA. Try it.
Okay.
I can't. I've got mine open. Here we go.
Wrestle.
Here we go.
There you go, muscles.
Ooh, look at that. No. Yeah. I think it's going to complement this well, actually. You know, this is a well-balanced IPA. A lot of IPAs are kind of over the top.
Yeah.
And this one's well-balanced. It's got a nice hoppy bite to it. Got that little tiny grapefruit edge at the end.
I'm going to put this on your plate. Do you mind?